So, you're holding on to your crypto. You believe in its long-term potential, which is great, but right now it's probably just sitting in your wallet, not really doing anything. You've likely heard about yield farming or day trading, but let's be real. That can feel like a full-time job with a ton of risk. But what if there was a way to make your crypto work for you and generate passive income without selling a thing? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use your digital assets as collateral to earn consistent returns. It's a strategy that many people overlook, and by the end, you'll have a clear, step-by-step plan to get started yourself. So what are we actually talking about here? This strategy is all about lending and borrowing within decentralized finance, or DeFi. You simply take crypto you already own, like Ethereum or Bitcoin, and deposit it into a trusted DeFi platform. That deposit then acts as your collateral. A good way to think about it is like a home equity line of credit. You can borrow cash against the value of your house without having to sell it. It's the exact same idea here. You're using the value of your crypto to get access to cash, usually in the form of stablecoins, without selling your original investment. Why is this so powerful? First, you get to keep your crypto, so you don't miss out on any potential price gains. Second, it gives you capital that you can either use or put right back to work to generate even more income. You can also just lend out your assets and earn interest from borrowers, turning a dormant portfolio into a productive one. Before we go any further, there are two terms you absolutely need to understand to do this safely: over-collateralization and loan-to-value, LTV. First up, over-collateralization. This is the core safety mechanism in DeFi lending. It just means that to borrow, you have to deposit collateral that's worth more than the loan you take out. For instance, you might need to deposit $500 worth of Ethereum just to borrow $1,000 in stablecoins. That extra $500 acts as a safety cushion for the lender and the platform against price drops. This brings us to our second term, loan-to-value, or LTV. The LTV is just a percentage that shows how big your loan is compared to your collateral as value. If you borrowed $750 against $1,000 of collateral, your LTV is 75%. Different assets allow for different maximum LTVs, but remember this: a lower LTV is always safer. Okay, let's talk about the biggest fear everyone has: losing your crypto. This is where you need to understand the concept of liquidation. If the value of your collateral drops, let's say the price of Ethereum takes a nosedive, your LTV ratio will go up. If it crosses a certain line, called the liquidation threshold, the protocol's smart contract will automatically sell your collateral to pay back your loan. It's an automated process designed to protect the system, but for you, it means your assets are gone. So, how do you avoid this? It's actually pretty straightforward. Manage your risk by keeping a healthy LTV. Never borrow the maximum amount you're allowed. Sticking to a conservative LTV somewhere around 30–40% gives you a huge safety buffer. Most platforms let you monitor your position 24/7, so you can always add more collateral if the market moves against you to push your LTV back into a safe zone. If this is making sense and you're starting to see how powerful this can be, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this video to more people who could benefit from it. Alright, theory is great, but let's make it practical. I'll walk you through how this would work on Aave, which is one of the oldest and most trusted lending protocols out there. First, you'd head to the Aave app and connect your crypto wallet. From there, you'll see a list of assets you can supply. Let's say you have some Ethereum. You'd choose to supply your ETH to the protocol. As soon as you do that, you start earning what's called a supply APY. That's interest being paid to you from people borrowing ETH. Just like that, you're already earning passive income. Once your ETH is supplied, Aave shows you your borrowing power. This is based on how much collateral you've put in. You can then choose to borrow another asset against it. A very common strategy is to borrow a stablecoin like USDC. Now you have a loan of USDC. You can use it for whatever you want. Send it to an exchange pay for something in the real world, or, and this is how you can stack your earnings, you can deposit that USDC right back into Aave to earn more interest on it. Liquidation is the main risk, but it's not the only one. For full transparency, you need to know about two others. First is smart contract risk. DeFi platforms are just code, and even though a top protocol like Aave is heavily audited, no code is ever 100% bug-free. The second is regulatory risk. The rules around DeFi are still being written around the world, and they could change. That's why it's so important to stick with well-established, battle-tested platforms and to follow the golden rule. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. For any long-term crypto holder, collateralized lending is a fantastic tool. It lets you turn your static assets into an income source without the stress of day trading. It's a strategy that rewards patience and good risk management. Yes, there are risks, but the biggest one, liquidation, is something you can actively manage by maintaining a safe LTV. By understanding how it all works, you can make your assets start working for you. What's your favorite DeFi lending platform? Or do you still have questions? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.